Hi, diddly ho, friendaloons. It's Rale, and it's once again time to Nintendo things. And today I'm joined by Whacker and Andy. Say hi, lads.
Hi, lads.
Hello, boyos.
A fucking what?
Oh, I'll have you then.
A fucking what?
You deefy gaffer.
This is what I have to deal with when Storm's not around to wrangle you two in.
So we're not doing a Toothpaste Girl today, we're doing Monster Hunter, right?
No, I will continue to follow my big rule of it needs to be a Nintendo exclusive. If it were like Monster Hunter Rise when it first came out, sure, let's go. But unfortunately, that is not the case anymore. Also, I'm very salty with Monster Hunter right now. I was playing this morning, and I got all the way through the Arkveld high rank hunt, and then the game fucking crashed. As it had the little skulls. I was no, not like feel sorry. Like I am a salty bitch.
Salty bitch.
That may have cured my thalassophobia. I'm so salty.
Rale.
I mean, I have reason to believe it's the last like story hunt in high rank. So. Alright. It is time to continue
Don't
with
forget to share Discord.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rale.
Oh, you shush.
Rale.
It's because of how I stream the game, I have to stream OBS to these lads. And Discord doesn't like OBS doing stuff in its settings, so I have to wait till I'm done moving settings, so like changing scenes and such.
Your face is changing scenes.
Quintless, yes, so the part of the reason I picked that music out is because it's about 4 minutes long. Okay.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if it sounds like I'm far away from the mic, it's because I have a big old fat cat sitting on my chest, and I don't want to get up.
Spoiled cat.
Let's see.
Yes. Oh.
It's not going to tell me which one's which. Okay, so we've got a couple places we can do. The Altar of Destiny. Let me get to the other ones. Oop.
How far away
The
from finishing
Underground
this nightmare?
Passage. I think we're within, like, maybe 3 to 5 chapters from the end of the core game, but I'm clearing the DLC right now because this DLC is supposed to be completed early to mid-game, and I waited too long, and so there's a lot of stuff that's, like, extra things. Oh, we have pets. 1-6, scooching back!
I am heavily petting my kitty. She likes it like Bigsy says thank you.
Patches has been pet. He's napping on the chair on the other side of my office.
You've got these fat cats.
My cat is not fat. My cat is the exact weight he should be.
Well,
we take him to the vet to be
cats are
sure.
Very fat and spoiled.
Yes.
I bet if we turned Whacker to a cat, he'd have like Siamese colors, but he'd be a little fat. Like he'd probably be like Poppy Cat, except he wouldn't let anybody hold him.
Now Patches is like, you get back here and finish petting me.
When Whacker meows, he'd go like, meow, man. Meow, man.
Alright, and then the Magma Cavern. So Underground Passage, Magma Cavern, or whatever, the Divine Shrine, I think it was. Something like that. Which one should I do, lads?
Hot magma.
You know...
So that sounds like a magma from Whacker. Chat, you can also suggest what you want to see. Do I go to a volcano? Do I go to a fancy shrine? Or do I get all dwarf with it underground?
You don't listen to chat. Chat is silly.
I'm pretty sure we were all chat at one point.
I mean, yeah.
And near unanimous, everybody says do the magma. So let's find out what I'm going to have to deal with on the volcano. Away we go.
Liquid hot magma. Where the hell is the bad horse?
I believe he's got work today. So we will not have the horse today.
He's, being successful.
What a
This place is
fucking chode.
sweltering. Are you sure there's
What a
an Apple
dick.
bracelet here?
I'm not
Yeah.
distinctly aware of how successful he is, but I am aware of how he
This is the bracelet.
enjoys giving himself too many projects and not enough time.
Thank
Oh yeah, let's do all the things. How many of the things?
Please
How
note. Please note. That,
All of them.
oh wait, you should remember this one if this is who I think it is. Oh no, it's this guy. Okay. Soren! Yay, the other really good
Oh, it's a
mage.
necromancer.
Nope, he's a wind mage in his game.
Zoom in
Oh,
on
no,
his,
that's even worse. The fart
can you
mage.
zoom in on his forehead,
So,
please?
This finally happened. Huh. I can't say I've been looking forward to this.
Hi there. Thanks for answering our summons. I'm the divine.
I'm the
dragon.
divine.
I am Soren.
So
Wait, you found the wind mage in like the fire area?
So the maps
Okay.
that they're on are all based off of a map from their game.
There is only
For the
Okay.
DLC ones.
who commands
his
my voice.
little forehead
You are not
thingy is uncomfortably close.
Yet you seem
So
reluctant to
that
trust me to
forehead thingy is the mark that marks him as
That
half
seems to be your
beast
only
person,
available
half
course of
human.
action, if you really are so
Because
Yeah,
his mother
I-
was a dragon lady and his father was a evil king.
Yeah, I get it. I'm saying that.
Spoilers
Yeah.
for Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, and Radiant Dawn, but
And I'll
those are like GameCube and early Wii games.
You don't seem the type
So,
to know for an answer,
His
so
forehead
I have no
markings
choice.
are
Even so, I'm very glad.
disturbingly
Thank you,
close
Emblem
to
Soren.
the
I
double
only said I would consider it.
No.
S
Not exactly
lightning
paragon of
runes
listening skills, are you?
that was made rather infamous by another.
Yeah, no, none of that,
history.
Whacker. None of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got pretty uncomfortable looking at
It
him.
looks like a
Whacker.
dancing guy. That's about that.
You like to piss in the fruit bowl at the party whenever you show up, don't you?
You're just mad because you drank it.
I'm mad because it tasted so sugary. You need to like.
Look,
Oh
man.
my god. So there's so many stabs in this map, apparently, that the game auto-sets it to not play the staff animations for the other side. Alright, what am I looking at here?
You're
Big
looking
armor
at
guy.
Andronicus
Big armor
of the
guy.
Fenster Waffles.
Excuse me. Lots of big armor guys. Some sword masters. A couple mages.
Andrew. You know, Andy, you're sitting here giving me shit, but at least I didn't stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, of course he has bolting, because why not?
I would never defile mashed potatoes that much. I love
Yeah,
mashed
you
potatoes
would.
too much.
Yeah, you would. It's like a warm bowl of mashed potatoes.
No, that's
This is-
disgusting. Also, Whacker.
What?
Just kind of. Let's try to be good, okay? Crispy isn't here.
I mean, you're the one who fucking started this.
Has it even been 5 minutes?
No.
Rale?
It's been about 13 minutes since the stream started.
It's your fault, Andrew.
Coming up with degenerate stuff.
Yeah, Andrew.
Okay, and why do I feel like my team's off for some reason? Unit selection. No,
Face is all off.
no, I got everybody. Well, except for him, but that's okay. Good, good. No, not return to world map.
All right, so
Excellent.
do we have a body count rail of who's like died so far in the game?
You mean amongst my units? Or you
I mean-
mean in the plot?
Let's just go with like good guys, then quote, then bad guys, and I'm doing like the air quotes. You can lump people into whichever category you want.
I'm pretty sure Marnie's for realsy's dead. A whole massive shit ton of civilians are dead.
Yeah, I'm talking named characters.
Marnie's the one I know off the top of my head. The dad of the bros here.
Yes, he died.
The
He
dad of
got,
the
like, zombie.
really.
Zombie.
Yeah, the dad of the
Zombie
sisters.
bastards.
The dad of the sisters is dead. Oh, that's fun. So apparently, if you're a royal and your children are the same gender, you're going to die in this game. If your children are opposite genders, you will live.
Rale.
Hey man, I don't make the rules, I just notice
Rale.
Let us be done with this then.
Ladies and gentlemen, the unusual silence of Anders because he has, again, a fat, spoiled cat on his
Volcanic
lap.
bombs. Avoid
Oh.
areas where it looks like
Oh.
Andrew,
But
you pet that fat, spoiled cat.
I will.
You pet it good.
Oh god, bully snake in chat. Crispy isn't here, so we need supplemental cringe.
There's nothing
Rail
supple about Whacker.
exists. Rail exists. I think that's good enough, dude.
So what if
Come
I
on.
exist?
Come on, Rail.
Let's write Capcom and see if they can make that fire chicken a version that has slime as well.
Rail, I thought I could... You're slacking, dude. You come into my house and blah, 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 blah.
Maybe you're just, I don't know, not as effective anymore?
Rail.
smell gold.
It's hard to react well if you're not giving me decent enough material for a good
I'll do
reaction.
my best.
Rail.
Is Whacker being old again?
No.
Hey Andy, do you think the Whacker jokes ever get old?
Not as old as he is.
Peace.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's see who takes the bait and tries to charge my forces and meets an untimely death.
The stage is mine.
Dang old. Yeah.
I would not put it past them to have given the knights that start on certain spots. Oh, hey, they swiped 2G or 2K.
Rail, have you
No,
worked on
seriously.
triangle strategy at all?
I keep telling you, I'm not going to be doing that on stream because it's not a Nintendo
I didn't say
exclusive.
fucking on stream, you
No, I've
closed
been
ear
playing
git.
Monster Hunter.
You could do a little bit at a time. All I want you to do is show these people what it's like to drop the fucking sun!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what's going on, but I
Shut
am
up, Wagner.
here for it.
And
Rail!
there's a character in Triangle Strategy whose biggest attack is to drop a giant fireball from the
Grr.
sky.
Grr. It's the princess with the pink hair.
Yes.
Ooh! Here comes the sun. Ooh, 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 ooh. Whacker, are you laughing again?
I think my line is supposed to be do not uwu the sun.
Fortune.
That was the angriest ooh I think I've heard.
Ooh, ooh.
Don't let Cookie hear you.
Me first.
Dear God, she does 67 damage right now. And she's not even at the peak of what she could be.
Unlike you, this is peak Rail.
Alright. How do we wish to do the do that we do? He's a lance user, so I'd prefer to swap an axe against him, but I'm pretty sure she'll die if I try. Actually, no, she should be able to tank that. She's about the same level. Oop, oop. Heal him.
I owe you one.
And Veronica's Q vegetable.
Rules are made to be lawyered. Samurai. Why?
God. It's like playing Magic the Gathering all over again.
Because he can. That's why.
I bet Whackers...
I'm not smart enough to play Magic the Gathering. I just want to, like, beat the shit out of each other. I cast discard that makes you deck your build. Then I cast discard that counters that card. And because I played discard, you have to throw your hand away. And for every card that you throw away, I draw another card. And then I play this card. And I get to slap you in the face with my dick and piss all over your cards.
Didn't you just get done yelling at me about toning it down? Because Crispy isn't here?
Understood.
Andrew!
Unforgivable.
Alright.
I wasn't talking about fornicating with food.
Oh, that's fine.
Bollocks.
It took you a few minutes to come up with that, didn't you?
Good night.
There we go. Okay, who do I want to send which direction? Are there more flying units? Yeah, there's flying units both ways. So we send one archer each direction. I think we're going to set this route as the cavalry route. So we'll send these three that way. Okay, that is a little annoying that they're both within range, so we need someone who can deal with both, which we don't really have, so we're gonna have to use rush tactics for this one.
Are we, though?
Yes, like they literally just said that's the plan here.
But
I'm gonna use the dancer to push someone up to kill at least one of these guys before they can be a problem.
something just triggered my allergies. I will be right back.
Samurai, game mechanics relying on physical dexterity, I think, depends on the game. Like a fighting game, yeah, sure. Oh wait, I just realized you were talking about card games. Even then, what is it? Slap, I believe is the name of the card game. That requires physical dexterity. Oh, okay, we take those. This guy came out and decided he wishes to die. So we shall oblige him. Where'd the sage... Did the sage run? Okay. Oh, he moved down to heal someone who got hit with the fireball, so moved out of range. Neato. We take those. No, not engage, just attack. Throw handies. Samurai, I'm not even sure if Magic the Gathering has a overall design philosophy anymore. Individual, like, expansions, maybe, but the games as a whole, Press X to doubt.
I mean, like, art-wise? Like, I think they had, like, several dedicated artists, or at least they used to.
No, like, game design-wise. Okay, what is it?
I don't know. I haven't played Magic the Gathering in, like, a decade or so.
Yeah, we're gonna send out main character powers and see what happens. She should have high enough stats to be okay. So I'll be honest, the only thing recently that's gotten me remotely interested in Magic the Gathering was Bloomburrow. If they made a whole like game that was nothing but Bloomburrow stuff, I'd play that. I'd play the shit out of that. Like, I want more Bloomburrow, and then the next pack went back to the normal Magic art style, and I'm like, meh. A distinct meh. Behold the field in which I grow my fucks. Oh, he just up and ran, okay. Oh no, 3 damage, whatever will I do? The smog continues to grow.
La 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 dee 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 dee.
I had to stop you.
So, Whacker, you're the one person I know hasn't been playing Monster Hunter Wilds. What have you been up to this past week while everyone else has been, you know, murdering Super Mega Ultra Chicken? Oh wait, Whacker
gone back yet?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's come back yet. Yeah. I'm so used to him just being silent until he gets sassed that I'm like...
I just sat back down.
Neat.
Okay.
So, Whacker, what have you been up to while everyone else has been hunting Super Mega Ultra Chicken?
Listening to all you numbskulls talk about hunting Super Ultra Mega Chicken.
Cluck,
Andrew.
cluck, cluck, yeah.
Andrew. I don't think most chickens... You don't choke your chicken, Andrew.
Okay, Storm's not here, so I'm gonna say it. Upsetting.
Upsetty spaghetti?
Joke's on you, I don't care for spaghetti.
What?
Spaghetti noodles are, in my opinion, the least effective noodle at absorbing sauce and flavor.
Whatever. You know, I'm kind of at the point where I can't be disappointed in you anymore. It's like...
Yeah.
I'd have to chew through the bottom of the barrel to get any lower.
Yeah. Rale,
Yes, Whacker?
you can have whatever opinion you want.
You know, you say that. But then I...
Yeah, I mean we're gonna
You know-
judge the fuck out of you, but you know.
You know what? The only penaise I like is the one you put in your sock so you can beat your enemies over the side of the head with.
Andrew.
But
Okay, we want to shield her a little bit, so...
Andronicus.
Equip the
Ugh.
Lodell.
Also, I do apologize in advance if I don't mute fast enough and I sneeze.
It's okay, it's a sneeze. Sometimes shit happens.
Ugh.
when I was a kid, my dad, when he'd sneeze, he'd go, "Achoo! Bubble gum."
No, I want to. I am one of those obnoxiously loud sneezers because it's funny.
I apparently sneeze like I'm about to die. Like the
Oh, I know. I work with a guy when he sneezes. It sounds like a little wicked witch is cackling. It's like, "Choo."
I mean, most people at this point have heard Fox's sneezes, where she does that coughing fit and then one giant sneeze. You know the one.
A sneeze? Knees?
Snizzled my rizzle.
Every time we brain rot talk, Crispy loses another brain cell.
Even if he's not here.
Yep, and all is right with the world.
No, god damn it. Hey, Whacker.
What?
This is because of Samurai. This is his fault. Sneeze nuts.
Yeah.
Uh,
Snizzle my dizzle. For Rizzle.
For Rizzle, my dizzle.
if y'all ever wondered how white we are,
As if there was ever any question.
you never know. There could have been somebody out there who's like, you know, they sound pretty white, but you never know. I've met some people, but then Whacker says shit like that, and it's like, oh no, he's white.
Listen,
Yeah, man.
listen. I've been told I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Bullshit.
I'll do my best.
Fun fact, that's actually my favorite band.
Oh yeah, that's you who likes the Offspring.
The Offspring is fucking great. You shut your whore mouth.
I'm not talking shit about
Oh look,
them.
there's a Storm song in the chat. 3, 2, 1. Nothing happened.
On the spot.
How do, Storm?
Oh God, there's a loose pony in the field. Whacker,
That's
get
right.
the shotgun.
We need
That's
some...
right. I'm sliding into your DMs to tell you I like that dress you're wearing.
Oh Jesus God, no.
Anywho, my customer canceled on me, so I'm here.
Neat.
Yay!
I mean, it sucks that they cancel on you, but at the same time, yay, the whole crew is here for the first time in, God, I think since fucking December.
Yeah, probably. So I hear something about The Offspring being your favorite band.
Storm.
Yes.
Storm.
Yeah, beat him, Storm.
Yeah, Whacker?
Hi.
Hiyo.
I'm still alive?
Bad.
Oh,
Silicon Soul. Offspring isn't classic rock. They're ancient rock.
I mean, they're still making music.
Yeah, and so is Whacker, but that doesn't mean he isn't ancient.
Fair. Fun fact, I think both of the lead guitarist and the lead singer both have PhDs.
I believe I've heard that, yes. There's a lot of musicians who strangely enough do.
Yeah, it turns out when you have a lot of knowledge, you need to let it out in some way.
Yes. There's one that Night Owl was telling me about the other night, and I'm trying to remember who it was. But it turned out that they're like a physicist.
Do not quote Brian May.
Yeah, that was the one we was talking about, yeah.
A battlefield for Brody.
You know, I wonder if part of it is like they don't have like more feelings than other people, but having an education gives them better tools for conveying that the information they're thinking about to other people.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like, the keyboardist / kind of leader of Nightwish, Tomas, he has a doctorate in music and he's like fully studied in opera. So big surprise that he sort of leads the whole operatic side of symphonic metal. Whereas then I think the guy from Sabaton is working on his doctorate in history. Wouldn't remotely surprise anyone.
Fucking Sabaton songs are like that whole meme of men thinking about the Roman Empire.
Constantinople.
No, the Russian Empire. It's just I'll be randomly browsing through YouTube stuff, and then suddenly, then the winged hussars arrived. I can't do the voice right. I'm sorry.
And the winged hussars arrived!
Thank you. That or what is
raspy.
it? Careless Rex is the one that's personally my favorite right now.
Say my name when you pray!
Specifically, the "I was chosen by heaven" line.
I was chosen by heaven! I'm a human soundboard.
Yeah.
And Discord's probably cutting half of it out.
It's coming through to me, so I assume it's reaching chat, but I can't guarantee anything.
Unfortunately, I believe it is reaching chat.
Well,
That's
they're,
not unfortunate. Storm singing
they're
isn't
very lucky.
bad.
I'm also sitting down and not in proper form right now, so it actually probably is not great at the moment.
I mean, comparative to most people, you're still just fine, Storm. It's not your peak, but you like...
What is Peak Storm Song?
Whacker, you were there! You were
Okay.
there for karaoke! In fact, I think you were sitting closest to him!
I'm asking you what... Never mind, Rale.
I would say it's singing Iron Maiden.
I think you impressed the shit out of those Hispanic dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was one of those, like, meeting of the, you know, I don't know, cultures. Because, like, they're singing mariachi music, and, like, it's really good.
Yeah, he was really good.
And then, like, God, who was it? Picula and Stuka, doing the Irish drinking song.
Wasn't there? No, I didn't. I
Where-
thought they were doing a different one.
No, it was a sailor shanty.
Yeah, it was
the
a
last
sailor
of
shanty.
Last of Barrett's privateers.
Yes, that was it. Because if it were Irish drinking song, I would have been singing along to that, because I know how to sing that one.
Yeah. Mercury Alpha X says, horse explosion plus divine pony equals question marks?
It's called the Holy Hand Grenade.
Oh.
Lobest thou thy holy hand grenade of Antioch? Who being not in my sight shall snuff it.
News.
Skip a bit, brother.
It was
Yes.
foretold.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Storm.
Hi, Whacker.
Hi, Storm.
Hi, Whacker.
Hi, Storm.
Hi, Whacker.
Hi, Storm.
Hi, Rale.
Wait. God damn it. I was distracted. You shut.
Victory is mine. Long live the Empire.
Storm, as much as I really don't want to, can we get an update?
On. Oh! Still gone, my dudes. Just kidding! It's back in style!
No.
Constantinople was Constantinople.
I don't think that's how the song went.
Probably not.
Bad horse. Bad horse.
And good whores.
Occasionally. Andrew's being quiet because he has a really fat, spoiled cat on his lap.
It rules.
Yeah, I'm definitely not playing Monster Hunter.
Andrew.
It's
You know, I wish you kept your
chill
mouth shut,
little
Whacker. Now my
stream.
cat's keep vomiting. Good job.
Man, shit.
My cats often talk about how concerned they are about the company I keep.
Yeah.
So, is this a main battle or a secondary battle? Or...
We are doing the DLC battles to get all the extra bracelets right now. The purpose
And the
is-
bracelets are what give you all the various extra heroes, right?
Yeah, the bracelets are like the rings, but DLC. And frankly, some of them I should have done. Like, Tiki is a whole bunch of extra XP, is a lot of what she's focused around. So I could have used her a lot earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Shall we?
I'm just gonna end up not fighting those flyers, probably, just by virtue of their not worth throwing hands with. The smoke on it gives me really bad stats.
Smoke is on the water.
And fire in the sky.
Whacker, we're gonna put you on the water.
Alright, actually, what I should be working on is... I want to start an RP where we're kind of like... imagine Harry Potter / Pokemon, but the your little critters evolve and change based on like
Fuckers keep
how you feed them and
into
shit.
Pokemans.
Whacker.
Yes, Andrew.
Whacker, just because you hate fun doesn't mean that we need to.
Thank you.
The only reason we have 7 days is because on the 8th day, God created Whacker, and he was like, I don't want to tell anybody about this shit.
Are you saying Whacker was born on the first Monday?
So that
No, it was
is why
called.
we all
It was
hate
like
Mondays.
the 7th day was like Dull Day or something like that.
Yes.
Andrew.
Whack, Drew. Hello to all 19 of you who've decided to make a mistake today. How are you doing?
Hey now.
We here
You're a
at
rock star?
WDPL value your time more than you do, apparently.
Ugh.
Whacker put the mess in Mesozoic. There you go, UNC.
I don't even know what song I was doing. I'm pretty sure I wasn't doing it right, but I felt
think
the
we just
music in
improv.
my soul.
I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly all are spinning in a row.
Big one,
Big
small
one, small ones.
Some as
I'm
big as
as
your
big as your
head.
head.
Give it
A
a...
flick of the wrist, a twist of the nips. That's all the showman said. No.
What?
What?
It's give him a twist, a flick of the wrist. What's this twist of the
Oh.
nips? What?
You know what? Let's ask chat. Which one do you like better?
I mean, it
Dude,
doesn't
ask
really
shit.
change. It doesn't really change the meaning of the song all
I love
that
how
much.
we lost 3 viewers because of that.
Yeah, what I said. I lost them. Look, that whacker.
How does it become my
Yeah,
fault? I
man.
didn't even participate in this shit.
That's the problem. You weren't participating. We can't be a quartet unless all 4 of us do it. Come on, Whacker.
The
Get with
problem is
program.
Discord. The problem is Discord delay.
Yeah, Discord delay means we...
Yep.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to set a flame in your heart.
8.9 out of 10.
Yay!
Rale Quartet for crying out loud.
That's fucking horrible. Did UNC come up with that?
Wow.
Well played, Samurai.
Wow.
I've never felt so seen in the worst possible way.
I mean, it could be worse. We could all be naked.
How do you know I'm not?
Why do you keep bringing it up, Storm?
Because I know we all are.
I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants and my robe. It's cold out.
Up here!
Alright.
But simply, Andy, the reason is because nudity is the most honest state of mankind.
Is the okay?
I don't know. If I ever saw you nude, I'd want to lie my asshole.
Talking about lie as in the substance.
That or I'd just be filled with denial. No, I didn't. I'm not here. I didn't see this. I don't exist.
This is a trick of the gods.
Nobody asked for this.
Oh, I'm in danger.
In Soviet Russia, danger is in you.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Yay.
Arm,
Yes, Papa?
arm.
Yes, Daddy?
Will not be cut down.
No.
Yes, Father? Yes, Padre?
Padre de Kronos.
I will not forget
yes,
your
Avi?
loss.
I just.
Yes, Father?
Ew.
Yes, Papa? Wait, no, I already said that one. Yes, Pappy?
Ew.
Given that it technically means it as well, yes, Pope?
This time, victory was
Oh
Whacker
god, see that just reminds me of the linguistics of the Bible.
Which
Wait,
one?
does that mean I now have
Okay,
papal
so-
infallibility?
Probably.
The word Bible is based off of the word
Biblios.
yeah, biblios. But it has a synonym that's essentially the same damn word of bublios. It was just they decided to go with biblios specifically for the Bible, which means we were that close to having the booble.
But
Or as Lecter pronounces it, the Bible.
I smell blasphemy up in this air.
Yeah, and Whacker, you are definitely papal because every now and then I just see red smoke come out of your house. It's the magical computer smoke.
you just. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have
Wait,
to
no,
go.
it's not red.
Ja, Großvater. Thank you, Quinlitz. It is when you do it. Wow! Brain, what the fuck?
What did it do this time?
No, it called up the wrong acronym. I was about to say something about RGB, like RGB lighting and all that, but I almost said LGB lighting. But my brain was like, what would that be?
Oh, Fox has come home early.
Yay!
I'll be honest, I'd totally forgotten she said she was going to. But now I'm pleased. Because when you forget things that are nice, you get a good surprise.
Yes. UNC, you're being very naughty right now.
A
And
fucking
she was
wall.
very
Fortune.
naughty.
Now, Pooch, you think I'm going to shave your tail? Mm-hmm. Well, come now. That would be weird.
I what a
We're gonna get Whacker a dog and name him Bartholomew.
Bartholomew?
Yeah.
Bartholomew.
I mean, I'd go with Bartholomew personally. I don't want my dog sorry, not barking. I love dog barking. Barfing. Barfing. Language storm.
storm.
Use your
It
words.
is a power you have.
Yeah, but you're not very powerful.
Says the man who invented the word skibbity.
Hey, love, how do?
Could you imagine if I actually was the person who invented Givity?
Oh,
Chris,
there would be a bounty for your head in the Legion.
How do you know there isn't already for other reasons?
You know what? I am putting a pin in that one because I realized how deeply inappropriate what I was about to say was.
You! Oh.
He yelled at me for something earlier, and then he fucking turned
Yeah.
it up to 11.
He was
Yeah.
talking about bad stuff, and you should reprimand him for it.
Yeah, because you definitely weren't in on it too, Andrew.
Let's see. Bibbles in la biblioteca.
Sorry.
Donde est el storm songo?
Egg check.
What?
What? What?
Egg status?
This will hurt.
Oh, is Psyduck in chat?
No, I just felt like distracting.
Victory is mine.
Run away!
You're not allowed to do that. Only Psyduck is allowed to do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if I've got eggs in my house right now. I assume so, but... Fox has informed me that we do in fact have eggs in the house right now.
Didn't you just lay a clutch
At
earlier,
least
Rale?
6.
And I have eggs in my
I do not lay eggs.
Yeah, you do.
No.
He instead reproduces in a cloud of spores.
Ugh.
He's not a space orc. He's not cool enough for that.
Mean. I think Rail's plenty cool. The only thing cooler is these
Oh,
prices!
Jesus. Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
I missed.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't shop WBPL 76, you too will miss on these prices.
Oh, they've got spears. Uh...
I recommend you perform the instabulation.
Yep, it would be desirable.
In this case, I need to not have her be where the guys with spears can strike her.
I swear to God, the more time I spend hanging out in the BPL and stuff, the more weird shit I get in my fucking YouTube feed.
I don't care if I miss, as long as I'm not in range.
Want to take a wild guess what it was this time?
Something about chairs and other
Nope.
things.
Nope, that's a you problem.
It's
Nope.
a you problem too. You're
Nope.
gonna be there for it.
Nope.
You're
Nope.
gonna be there for it.
Nope.
You bought the game, Whacker. Divine law dictates.
Yeah, well, you fucked the Christmas turkey and the chair.
You win this round. You win this time, old man, but next time I will have my handlebar mustache.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she can survive.
I got recommended a video that the fucking thumbnail for it is one of the god damn it. What's the lizard race from Skyrim?
Argonian.
Argonian. It's an Argonian with like G-cup tits.
That sounds horrible. You need to send me this right away.
Research.
Chat's probably like, why is Rale so quiet? And then my answer is, I'm an ass man.
Down, down, down,
you're
down,
just an ass.
down, 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 down.
And I doth say, booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Or as Squick puts it, booty, 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 batch hole.
Rail, that was the most unacceptable shit I've heard in a long goddamn time. I just want you to know that.
Oh yeah,
helping.
UNC Samurai.
That was horrible. Is
Whacker
nobody
should know
else gonna
about that.
comment on this?
Actually, in Skyrim, don't you meet the writer of that series?
No, in Morrowind you do. He's long dead by Skyrim.
Oh.
Because he was human. And Morrowind takes place about 200 years before.
Oh.
Oh,
There's also a very strong chance you killed him in Morrowind, depending on things.
who?
Crashius Curio, Mr. Let me give you a kiss on the lips.
Oh, Mr. Skooma Addict?
No, there's a guy in the Hyalu quests who allows you to advance in rank if you let him sexually harass you.
Yeah, that guy that's like, take your armor off.
And he turns out to be the author of the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Because of course he is.
I thought it was like some Argonian in one of the taverns in Skyrim.
No.
No, there is a response book that somebody writes. I can't remember the name of it, and that is written by an Argonian.
Yeah, it's pretty clear from the in-game lore that whoever wrote that was clearly a human.
Yeah, Crashius Curio. He's a pervert.
No, I'm saying I either didn't remember that or never knew it. I don't know which. You know. But what I do remember, distant core memory, is that whoever wrote that was clearly a human.
Yeah.
Like the hints that it gives are obvious.
Yeah. In any event, it's perverse!
Yeah.
Much like a lot of the shit that goes on in Elder Scrolls when you're not paying attention.
Like these
Right.
pricing.
I mean, that too. Like, read anything with Boethia or Vivek in it, or Malag Bal for that matter, and prepare to have a bad time.
Stuff gets spicy. Are humans writing Argonians? Okay, so to explain for people who might not know about what Samurai is referring to, there is a subreddit on Reddit that is our men writing women. And one of the entries can be summarized as her boobs bounced boobily. That sort of writing is what it's meant to be about.
You know, I was going to say that it can be done, and I was going to quote a Jack Nicholson line, but then I realized I probably shouldn't, not piss people off.
Oh yeah,
I know exactly which one you mean.
There are plenty of men who can write women just fine, but there's a not insubstantial amount of men who tend to less write women and more tend to write male gays.
Define male gaze or male gaze.
Gaze
Yeah.
with a Gaze.
I know, Rale. I'm being a dork.
Yeah, no, it was funny, but also I felt it still deserved a response.
Oh, okay. Rain.
Okay, we're gonna eliminate all of his support. Oh, of course he's got Chain Guard.
That just reminds me of a creative writing assignment back in high school. One of the guys submitted a story that started with I can't remember the main character's name, so I'm just going to say Bob. But I will never forget the opening line. No, it was Tristan. That was the character's name. Tristan stood upon the cliff, his wild hair dancing in the wind. And for some reason, we could not get his wild hair dancing in the wind out of our heads for the rest of the semester. It didn't help that this was the guy's actual name.
Okay.
And so just something about that style of writing, though, his wild hair danced in the wind. It was like, we're 14 and you have somehow achieved dime store romance.
Yeah. Level up.
Which, to be fair, dime store romance writers actually make quite a bit of money.
To my knowledge, it's actually where, like, the money is in writing. If you're not writing some Harry Potter scale bullshit, and you want to make a living as a writer, you're either doing technical writing or you're writing smut.
And Silicon Soul says, go sell crazy someplace else, we're all stocked up here. Whacker stood upon the cliff, his wild hair dancing in the wind. First it began the tango, and then the samba.
Actually do need a haircut.
I'll do it when I come down.
No.
Whacker, no, you need to grow your hair out so you can tie your hair in a ponytail by the time we go to the next meetup. Do it.
No.
Do it.
We can cut it off and burn it in effigy there.
No. Not a ponytail, a crop knot.
Wait, are you saying we need to put Whacker into a man bun?
I
Yeah.
mean...
We're gonna finally dishonor him as a samurai.
This is not a place of honor.
How did you, man?
No honored dead are buried here. Hey, Digi.
The Digital Mans. I have not seen the Digital Mans around for a while.
He has been busy. Or exploding. I don't know which.
How about
Please don't explode.
How about not exploding?
Yes, this would be a desirable state of affairs.
Not exploding, please. We have no
Quitlist,
problem.
would you put me in a man bun? I'd put me in a man bun.
For some reason, it turned into a pastry in my head, and now I'm very unhappy.
Yeah, man.
Come down to Walmart to get your low-sugar man buns.
I mean... Well, yeah, if they're shopping at Walmart, I'm pretty sure they can't be high sugar man buns.
You touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
I don't want to be a part of this conversation anymore.
Too
What,
late.
Whacker? You don't want to join in the hunt for finding a sugar daddy at Walmart of all places?
That's enough.
I am what you made me,
Wait a minute.
Father.
Wait a minute.
And we hear Andy be the last person to get the joke.
No, that's not what I'm doing. Is there a candy called Sugar Daddies yet? Maybe we can corner this market.
I'm
I
pretty sure
actually
there's something
think-
very similar to sugar daddy.
Isn't in complete seriousness, I think there is.
Yes, there is already a candy called a sugar daddy.
Strategist.
They're basically a caramel lollipop, and I don't care for them.
Oh, yeah, here they are. God, that's old school.
We had no more
Yeah, I was gonna say I seem to remember.
circumstances
Like,
Of
later.
course,
that
they're a
was
Tootsie
that was
product.
Advice I gave them. I would give it again.
Your
You're right to
face
think I would disagree with that advice.
Here you go, sending you-
While I have licked many a Tootsie Pop in my lifetime,
So I actually
No,
think it's a good
not as
thing
much
to have such
anymore.
different perspectives.
Frankly, because I have the problem of I've been exposed to too much good candy that I don't really care. The only cheap candy I care for anymore is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and specifically the mini ones in the tinfoil wrapping. If they're the bite ones that are not individually wrapped in the tinfoil stuff, then they are not as good. Some preservative they use in them is inferior, and the big ones are off on the chocolate to peanut butter to balance.
So go on.
Again,
The more
are
you
entitled to
know.
having your opinions, which are bad, horrible, and wrong.
I may or may not get a whole shit ton of Reese's Peanut Butter candy canes for Christmas. You know, the candy cane tubes that have the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups in them.
To have you with us.
Whacker, do you
Oh
not like
yeah.
Reese's?
I know what you're talking about. Sorry, Andy. Please resume insulting me.
It's good to see us.
No, I was saying, do you not like Reese's?
You were here, I'd
No,
have
I
joined right
love
away.
Reese's Cups.
I was about to say, like,
No,
I used to be against capital punishment, but now
may I ask you-
I'm,
I'd like to resume-
I think we need to do like on Starship Troopers, man. Give them the letters. There's a row.
Okay,
That's
Andy, but
corporal punishment,
what's
but
your
yes.
opinion on lowercase punishment?
Yeah, of course.
Is that just like a smaller whip?
Thank you, Ike.
Well, and again, Andy, that's corporal punishment. Capital punishment is the death sentence.
Oh, well, I mean, it is Reese's, so if you hate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, mastery of the English language.
And I, for one, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the ideas of spanking as a legal punishment in our society.
So
Moving
after
on.
we have used Ivy,
No, I just thought of something, Storm Song. You
Yeah.
think the American penal system would be changed a lot more, and we'd have a lot less crime if the infliction of what it was said during incarceration was changed?
Moving right along!
What I mean is, like, you've
Andy,
been a bad boy. You're going to
as
jail.
much as I have opinions on this is going to fall very rapidly into the politics, which is a no-no. So we're going to talk about something else. How about I just used Soren Ivy to absolutely murder Soren, and now I'm going to give Soren to Ivy.
Also,
Mercury, I have to say, nay.
God,
Nay and verily.
Soren.
Understood.
get me off this fucking shit show.
You know, in like a lot of fantasy games, like you can either wear a ring or a bracelet, or just like you got like that one enhancement slot.
Accessory.
Yeah, same thing. It's like,
No, accessory is what you're being right now, Whacker.
what was that game that actually let you have like 10 rings on and shit?
Modded Skyrim.
You could also do it in Siege of Avalon, a few others. Not that anyone here has ever played Siege of Avalon.
Alright, we're going to change her class. Oh, we need to go buy a second seal.
I mean, I have, but I feel like it's a pretty obscure game.
Yeah, you're definitely not being an elitist prick right now, Storm.
No, I'm just saying it's a really obscure game. Like, probably for a reason. It wasn't exactly amazing. I liked it, but, like, it's pretty badly coded. It was also the only game that studio ever made before going out of business. I like the premise, though.
Your face went out of business.
It's kind of a top-down, think like Diablo or Baldur's Gate. More like Baldur's Gate. But it was
We're gonna go with
equal.
Mage Knight.
It was equal parts RPG and kind of
No,
what's the word?
Before I forget.
Like digital novel or whatever they call that.
Visual novel? Like, you talking about like the
Digital
romance
novel,
bullshit?
digital novel, champion.
Well, like think of games that are called novels. What's that term? Like,
I got your joke, Andy, and it was a good joke.
Fiction?
Silica. Yes.
I think of games like what was that one that No Talk made you sit through in the abs back when? It was like
Oh, yeah. It's like a visual novel. That's what they're called.
visual novel. That's the word I was looking for.
It's like the premise of those, as I understand it, is they're like they're called like light novels or something like that. It's
No,
basically
light
like a
novels is
romance
short
story.
books in Japan, and light novels can be any sort of genre. They're more a format than a specific.
I'm talking, interactive novel. I'm talking,
visual novels are basically a digital choose-your-own-adventure book.
Yeah, so it was basically like a visual novel meets an RPG.
I mean, a lot of visual novels are also RPGs.
But this was back in, like, 1995?
Fun fact, the Fate games, like Fate Stay Night and such, are originally visual novels. Like, the reason why there's 3 different versions of Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, the original animation, and I can't remember the name of the third one, is because that's the 3 routes that you can take in the original game.
Oh.
Which is based off of who you try to romance.
I actually am somewhat familiar with that because, good God, that was a rabbit hole, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
So it's safe to say then, Rale, you're a Fate Stay Night fan, yes, or a Fate fan?
Yeah, I don't play any of the games, but I enjoy the anime.
Okay, the reason I ask is because
do not ask me to talk about the moon.
No, not that. No, I just have a theory because the same person that showed me Bakano back when is the same person that introduced me to the Fate series. Is the same person that introduced me to what's it called? Orin High School Host Club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh.
Yeah, weird, huh?
I wonder if there's a certain taste thing going on there, like
so fun fact,
certain similar trigger points or something.
Naruto, the guy who writes Bakano and Durara and Dead Mount Deathplay, also wrote one of the Fate stories, specifically the one that's currently getting an anime. Give me a moment.
Okay, so maybe more just that the shared authorship or something leads down rabbit holes.
Fate Strange Fake, the one that's currently getting animated. By the way, if you have Crunchyroll, go watch at least the first episode of that, because you get to see Enkidu and Gilgamesh throw hands, and it is like world-shattering shenanigans, and it's beautifully animated.
Yep. I've been watching through one called You Are Miss Servant. About an assassin trying to become a maid so she can lead a normal life.
Nice.
And so, like, fairly standard anime fare, but it has these really good, like, lampshade moments of when the one evil assassin is trying to seduce the main character, and she's being very blatant about it. He's like, Jesus, dirty manga has more build-up than this, ma'am.
What have I been reading lately? Oh, the Red Rangers. There's an anime that I don't remember the full title for, but it's the Red Ranger from a Sentai gets isekai'd.
Of course.
And there's stuff like the explosion that happens behind him when he transforms actually knocks people away. And he's literally powered by friendship. More specifically, he's powered by the bonds that people form between each other. But it's friendship. We all know it's friendship.
Yep. Also, Zerg, I missed what you said, or when you said that. What did you say had 2 episodes?
Oh, that is the Fate Strange Fake has 2 episodes.
Ah, okay.
At least the first 2 episodes I've seen. So I've seen the first 2 episodes. Obviously, it's pretty good. Like pretty peak Fate shenanigans.
Yeah.
Of course, it's by Naruto, who's like, he's easily my favorite Japanese and probably favorite Asian author, and easily in the top 3 of my favorite authors of all time. I actually don't know who the third one would be. I know Madosid is my favorite author, and then Naruto is either second favorite or third if I'm not remembering an author that I really love.
Mm-hmm. It, made me think of a very dumb idea just now. Yes, shocking, I know.
Not you, Storm.
But the, it was something like, what if Fate, but, but you're accidentally drawing internet celebrities.
You know, I heard that when someone kills you, you die.
Okay, so that's the writing from the original anime. For your own sanity, not really worth watching. If you want the best version of that plot, and this is very much a choice, because remember, the different versions of that plot are based off of which girl you think is best girl, it's Unlimited Blade Works, because that's the Rin route. And Rin is best girl in that setting.
Are you just going to ignore Andy's meaningful contribution to this conversation, Rale?
Yes!
Well,
I'm also actually directly responding to that meme.
Actually, weren't we supposed to watch Ghost Stories, the dubbed version?
Oh my
with
god!
Walker?
You just reminded me.
we also need to get back to anime night.
Yes, someone told my sister-in-law to watch the Ghost Stories dub and did not explain beforehand.
Oh my god.
And then she messaged me like 2 days ago, like, so someone told me to watch Ghost Stories. Should I trust this? And I'm like, oh boy! I can't say you won't have a good time, but I'm warning you, you're gonna have a good time because it's a hilarious shit show, not because it's like quality entertainment.
Bully Snake says counterpoint Baber. Is that like Babar or
No, Baber is an alternative for name for Saber. It's because she is one of the romance routes, but
yeah,
Rin is best girl.
I get what we're talking about now. I see what we're laying down. Now we're cooking with napalm.
Mind you, I am also horrifically biased because I'm a big fan of the Unlimited Blade Works abridged series, which is just so fucking good.
I see their value, but I've actually begun to get a little stale on abridged series.
It depends on the abridged series, but yeah, I don't watch very many anymore. Mostly because and to be fair, doing a high quality abridged series where you basically will never get any real funding is hard. The only ones I really pay attention to are Project Mouthwash, who does Bleach S and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works abridged, and Something Winnie Entertainment, who gives us maybe one video a year if we're lucky.
Yeah. And it's just because, like,
Welcome.
I don't know, at some point I actually watched some of the animes that were abridged. Like, we all saw Dragon Ball Z, so Dragon Ball Z abridged, haha, it makes perfect sense, and it really does.
Yeah.
But then it's like some of these other animes that are maybe more obscure or more niche somehow seem to get more attention to their abridged series than to their actual series. And then that basically means that people only know memes about that series, not anything about that series itself.
Yeah. And the other one I watch is the Schmuck Squad, because they do very much do it in the old, Code Ment style of, it's barely related to the plot, they're using these characters to tell really good jokes.
You see, that I'm good with.
Yeah, my favorite one by them is Jujutsu Kaisen Abridged.
Now, okay, here's the other fact. Some of them just get overquoted to hell and back. I think, and I love the auxiliary. I absolutely love the auxiliary. It's where we met. It's a magical place full of nonsense. But sweet Christ, did Hellsing Ultimate Abridged get over the fuck quoted in there?
Yeah.
Do come again.
To be fair, it is very quotable, but no. So you know how I use Hi Diddly Ho Friendaloons, right?
Yeah.
I got Friendaloons from the Schmuck Squad's 7 Deadly Schmucks. Like, that's where I first heard we could be friends, maybe even a Friendaloon.
Huh.
Yeah. And I, sometimes I just pick up a term because I hear it, I'm like, yes. It's, okay, another one is, how do. And I don't say how do because I picked it up from, talking to a person who's Scottish who says it. I picked that up from Ni no Kuni.
Whacker is slightly lost now.
Nino Cooney is...
No, I watched that. I watched Cookie stream those.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was...
It's a great game. You shut your whore mouth, Whacker.
Nino Cooney 2 is probably one of my favorite just because of the weird premise of one of the characters.
Yes. Isekai and youth potioned president.
Yeah, the president of the U.S. who starts the game with the gun.
That was okay. That was something.
The trick is, and hear me out, don't think about it.
Yeah, I can't do
I
that.
moved it to the top because I've actually got the stuff for it this time. Okay.
Whacker, I don't think I believe you when you say that.
Oh, she doesn't have a choice.
Literally,
in me.
one of my biggest problems with lots of franchises, because if it's too, that's why I don't like shit that's like too off the wall. Because if it's just so far out in left field that I just can't make any sense of it whatsoever.
You'll never like Bubba then.
Well, I didn't really like. I don't know how to pronounce it. FLCL.
Fooly Cooly.
Oh yeah, that was a weird show.
Fooly Cooly makes sense if you watch it from the perspective that the main character is going through puberty. But beyond that,
Because
yes,
that's
it's
really what it's
absolute. But beyond that is absolutely nonsensical. Just like puberty.
Shit, man.
I mean, so speech patterns are a neat thing, and I'm particularly bad about this because I pick up like different sayings all the goddamn time from stuff I play, stuff I watch, people I talk to, and a big part of that is also I am very big on I like meeting people with different life experience from me. Because I'm well aware, like, I'm never going to be able to do every possible thing in existence. Like I'm probably never going to be an engineer. But I can talk to engineers. I can get stories about them. And so my usual shtick is I know just enough about most things to make people angry at me. But it's more just I'm interested in a lot of things that I have a very wide breadth of shallow knowledge. Enough to talk generalized about something, even if I can't go into details.
Yes. Also,
everyone
Quinless,
knows that Rale is known for his shallowness.
and Quinless says, "I picked up 'How Dare' from you guys."
Indeed. Yeah, I have fully embraced just the picking up different terms that I like. That's why I started using lads. Is just I picked it up. I don't even know where I picked that one up from, but.
Well, it's like how when WBPL started, apparently a lot of the Legionnaires would say, "Hey there, folks," because, you know, it's how text starts his videos.
Yeah.
Eventually, people individuated more, but it, like, kind of was a starting thing.
The infamous Mike, hello.
Yep.
Mike's thing is off!
The beauty of that is, obviously, he's, like, such a quiet, like, you know, very nice, well-behaved young man, and then suddenly...
Yeah.
Okay. Running. We need to go train someone.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do, Whacker.
No, you don't.
Whacker, stop your sass.
No.
Yes.
That's what I'm here for.
You're being a bad whacker.
I'm not.
Whacker, no whacking!
Step on me, senpai.
I never thought I would hear a geriatric say that to me. This is right up there with the dancing grandmas scene from the producers.
Oh.
Yeah, Bully Snake puts a good term for it there. Linguistic magpie.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
man.
If I win, you'd better buy something.
I mean, like I'm a general magpie, I'd say, across the board, but I also don't perceive myself as being a very interesting person. I'd make up for that by being an enthusiastic person.
Yes. Oh yeah, we need to make Whacker play Doki Doki Literature Club.
No. We need to make Whacker play, what is the name of it?
If you say Danganronpa, I'm going to hit you.
No, not Danganronpa. Katawa Shoujo.
Wanna win next
Okay, that's acceptable.
time? I've got just the thing for you.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm deeply uncomfortable.
Whacker, I promise I will show you how to turn off the not safe for work scenes. I actually want you to play it for the plot, because it has a really good plot.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about, like, NSFW stuff.
For those who don't know, Katawa Shoujo is a dating sim made by 4chan about disabled people.
Strangely enough, unusually wholesome for them.
So goddamn wholesome and heartwarming. It actually nails, like, the perspective of people who have disabilities. Like it's a very, very good representation. I would not actually mention it on stream if it weren't actually like it's one of my favorite genre of things. Of the title and description are a lie. Pack your bags. You're going on a field trip. So I like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai so much. I actually rewatched that recently and I still teared up.
Yay.
It's a good... Actually, no. We need to have Ivy fight Soren so that she has all the stuff from him.
So I've begun my foray into the Star Wars expanded universe.
Mistakes were made.
It is interesting.
They have a wiki entry for water.
You did what?
My first forays into the Star Wars expanded universe.
Okay.
You did what?
We need context. What did you start watching or reading?
The Heir to the Empire reading.
Oh, that's no. That's OG fucking Star Wars, man. I thought you were talking about the new bullshit.
No, extended universe, whatever. I guess they call it Legends now.
Whacker, you are not dogging on the Clone Wars shows.
Garbage, and everybody
it's not.
Thinks it's garbage.
The Clone Wars shows are peak Star Wars.
Guys, let's not fight. Let's not fight.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
No, that's what we're here for, is to fight. What are you talking about?
Please
you
don't
know
fight.
what we're about.
Don't fight. It makes me happy. Please continue. No. Yeah, that it is. There's some good. Yeah, Digiman. Legacy continuity, I guess. But yeah, no. So I started
Star
on
Wars Legends is all what all the old stuff is.
Yeah. So, anyways, I started on Heir to the Empire because I wanted to see what this Thrawn fellow was about.
It's a really, really good series.
I have to say, of the 3 chapters I've read thus far, I largely like it. There was one paragraph where I was like, fucking seriously?
So I just realized, pay attention to Ivy's horse and what it has on its head.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
I'm not licking the horse.
I'm gonna do another fight with her.
It tastes just like raisins. But yeah, no, the thing in the first book that caught me that thus far, like 99% of it's good, but there's this one paragraph where it's like it reminded him of that time in the cave, and then proceeds to spend a full paragraph telling us about the cave from the second movie.
Yeah.
Which we already know about. Or could have been explained just way more, like, subtly.
But the cave.
Quinless, that is not a bonnet. That is a horse with a witch's hat, which means I'm sorry, Storm, but you are now the second best horse.
I have no reason to flatter you.
So mean. Discord saved you all, because I did a really high-pitched no there.
Yeah, we only heard the so mean.
Yes. Ooh, so mean.
Raffle.
Look at the little witch's hat. It's adorable. I love it.
Yay.
You do realize you could put a witch's hat on Storm?
I will be best horse again.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with a picture of Storm with a witch's hat on, aren't I?
I mean, the closest thing I have is that creepy welding mask.
That does not count.
I was going to, once upon a time, try to do a cosplay of John Defoe from the Trilby games.
Worked.
I love how this is supposed to be him at his peak difficulty, and she still one-shot annihilates him. Remember what I said about Ivy being the busted character in this?
Somebody say Busty?
I mean, that too.
I almost never use that word, Digi, which is hilarious, because I know you're, if I recall correctly, you're one of the other bronies in this community.
Horse bondo is definitely a term that I'm going to try to remember for tactical use at another time.
Indeed.
Horse Bondo.
I am in fact Whacker's heterosexual horse bondo.
Wait, what?
We're
No!
heterosexual life partners.
How have you been around for a little bit and not picked up that a couple of Legionnaires are bronies?
No, that's
It takes
no,
all kinds.
That's not what I'm objecting to.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to Little Willie.
No.
Yeah, Sam is brony curious.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure Maddle's a straight up brony.
I believe she is.
Yeah.
Also, you probably shouldn't.
Out people.
Yeah, who are?
Not everybody wants it to be.
I'm only
directly
saying names of people who've been open about it.
known. Yeah.
But yeah, no, maybe I should withhold. I'm just counting out loud.
I mean, I'm not a brony, but I appreciate the My Little Pony show for what it is. It's
I
definitely
would
some
say-
good show creation.
Yeah. I would say at least 6 or 7 of the Legionnaires that I know of are bronies.
All right, do we go
Or
to the temple or are we going
Smell is
underground?
related.
Are we doing holy chanting or are we doing grunge?
Magma.
We already did the magma.
Yes.
We just beat the magma.
Ah,
Do it again.
I see, Little Willie. Yes. But yes, I am the resident brony of WBPL 76.
So are we doing underground or are we doing the temple?
Yeah, do underground.
Are we going to Diggy Diggy Hole, I guess? Oh,
Diggy
sorry,
Diggy
the
Hole.
Altar of Destiny.
Diggy, diggy, hole.
I am the elf, and I'm filling the hole.
Diggy,
Filling
diggy
up
hole.
the hole.
Diggy diggy hole.
That I cannot speak to. For I do not identify furry.
Yeah. I know there are.
I know there are others, and
a
they're all good
couple.
and well,
Yeah.
but
Like, that's not.
that's also one of that's also one of those things where it's like with bronies, it's one thing, but I think a lot of furries would prefer to out themselves.
Yeah. I mean, not everybody is as open about stuff as like me or Storm is.
Yeah. But no, like, as for me, the reason I became a brony was I was Samsung tech support, and that job was so fucking depressing, I couldn't handle reading my usual favorite stuff at the moment. You know, so, because, like, I'm depressed, let's read Warhammer 40k. I'm depressed, let's watch...
That's a great fucking plan right there.
And so it was just like, I had nothing to read that, you know, was my usual stuff. And then my friend was like, grown men are watching My Little Pony, and I'm like, oh my god. You know what, fuck it, let's see what this is about.
Wait, I think I
And
see it over
I
there.
never turned back.
Yes.
Oh no, Whacker, look at the screen right now. You're gonna love this one.
The emblem.
I'll summon the emblem.
Soar high. Emblem of
Or
revelation.
high emblem of revelation.
Fully expecting another lolly dragon goddess.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh my!
Oh, okay.
I want to.
Yeah. Oh, okie dokie.
I've been asleep for ages.
Huh.
Thank you.
Ah.
I am committed
Yeah.
Gazongas.
to no
Yeah, that's really interesting, Rale.
Fine dragon.
That's very interesting.
I'm aware of Camilla's status as a fan favorite, and I know of Whacker's tastes, so I was like, wait, quickly, summon Whacker!
What?
The second I realized who it was gonna be, I was like, oh wait, I know this one.
It's
Can be
yeah.
present with words alone.
I believe Grimos is preparing the bonk stick.
Fight. Even if it's your own family you're fighting. What do you mean by that? My
Grimos, you know it's like a 50-50 chance of it's either gonna be an insightful conversation,
even while
or it's gonna be cringe.
she shows magnificent results.
I may be
yeah.
cringe,
Your stream,
but you're
Rale,
me,
I would
and
say
that's
that's
worse.
true. If it's
Also-
crispy stream,
Crispy is...
Also, Willie,
I will not say
unless you meant to say Bankai, Bankia sounds like a Swedish house,
I am determined.
or a Swedish, like, store where you buy baseball bats.
Well then, I assume that means you accept my challenge? I do. No hesitation.
Bonk Kai. Admin
So-
privileges.
So that huge tracts of land aside, is she from another one of the games?
Yes,
or
she
what?
is. She is from Fire Emblem Fates, the same game as Corrin, who we already have the ring for. She is a wyvern rider, so she rides a wyvern and uses a big fuck-off axe.
I see.
Yeah, you could say she is a battle axe.
Alright, now we need to figure out... Oop, no.
Andy, we talked about this. You can't,
Also, Willie, earlier you spelled it Bonkia, you spelled it K-I-A, not K-A-I. That's what I was joking upon.
Okay, so she's up here.
I don't even
What's
know
she
what the
got?
hell I
She's
was
got
gonna
Bolt
say.
Axe. Oh yeah, I forgot. Her specific class, she was actually a magic and axe user. In fact, she might be more oriented towards magic.
And Drow.
Yes.
I need to go to the grocery store.
What do you need to get? Hot dogs?
Carrots.
Mm,
Carrots?
I like some weird terrain stuff.
And some
I don't like cooking. I don't like carrots when they're cooked. I like carrots raw. They taste
It depends.
vomity when they're cooked, unless they're like properly mixed with something.
It depends. Bad horse. Bad horse.
Frankly, it's not really even worth bringing, giving her.
Apparently Smeagol is in chat with us.
That tracks.
Oh yeah, that's right. We need to get Crispy to draw a legal Schmeagle.
No.
It's like Gollum in like a tuxedo, and he's like doing the Ace Ventura, not Ace Ventura. God damn it, Ace Attorney's point.
Objection. I will say, Andy, that's pretty damn good. The best Smeagol, though, I've ever heard in my life is Warlax.
He's pretty good at it.
Warlax is amazing at Smeagol.
Okay.
I ruined a raid in World of Warcraft doing that.
You what? Andrew.
The fact that you are good at that still scares me.
Andrew,
Yes, Whacker.
what's Tater's precious?
What's Tatus, precious? What's Tatus? I'm showing you the power of the dragon vein.
You are scary good at that.
Yeah, he is.
We better be on our guard.
We always knew Andrew was a gremlin.
A lot of, you know.
Bro.
Oh, so what? They can't move through. Okay, they can't move through the building, but they can move over the water just fine. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Oh my.
Okay, so. Okay, that's a bit different.
Floor is impassable.
Okay, so what it is if she knocks down the rubble, the flyers can move through it. They can't move through the edifice here, and they can't move through the buildings.
That's a big word.
Let's go.
Big words. Science noises. Let's move you here. Bring our pony boy over.
And stir waffles.
Let's start setting everybody up.
Let's do this.
Also, Storm, you missed a wonderful temper tantrum from Andy earlier.
Hmm?
He was bagging at Rale about, I think, playing Monster Hunter on stream instead of Nintendo stuff.
No, Andy was
Okay,
wanting me
look.
to play Triangle Strategy on stream, specifically
Yeah,
Drop the Sun.
Look, I don't want you to like play like 50 minutes of it or something. I just want you to show that one attack for God's sake.
Rage and anger.
Stranger.
Strange days indeed. Strange days indeed.
No idea what's going on, but
Whacker, when do you ever have an idea what's going on?
I mean, I would say your streams, Rail, is one of the general times where I am usually
Devoted to
not very aware of what's going on.
I see how it is. You're just
Yeah.
not gonna pay attention, huh?
No, that's not the problem, Rail. I mean, you got my attention earlier. Oh, I'm a simple man.
Can't find a better man.
Oh, okay. That being the case. Tomahawk.
You are not any better. Also, I still maintain if I could actually sing and sound like one person in the history of the world, it would be Chris Cornell.
Nothing short of victory.
I can see it.
A proud victory.
Hey, Whacker.
Yeah.
Crispy Cornell.
I've
Oh,
got this.
Jesus Christ. Chris Cornell sounds like a stoner.
Hmm.
I am devoted to right.
Oh.
I had to stop you.
Why do
Think I'm-
Crispy
They're
streams
back.
always turn out to be such shit shows?
You know why.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
It's not my fault.
It kind of is, actually.
No, it's not.
Well, no, it's all of our faults. What happens, I think, is we immediately start getting under Crispy's skin. And then he pops off, and then that just sets the tone for the thing.
Speaking of getting under people's skin, it's time for today's dad joke.
Oh,
my
God.
god.
I didn't
As
like
an
my
artist,
beard
I
at
think-
first, then it grew on me.
Wait, repeat?
I didn't like my beard at first, then it grew on me.
Oh my god.
As an artist, we should appreciate this more, don't you think, Storm?
This should be noted,
Yes.
out of the four of us, I have the largest beard.
Digiman is
Her name
suggesting
is
that at
Fox,
some point... Yeah. Digiman at some point says, to do the whole Big Bill Hell's Cars thing, but in Smeagol's voice. We've secretly replaced Rale's co-host with Folger Choice. Let's see if he notices.
Spoilers, he doesn't. Poor Rale. What the hell am I doing sympathizing with Rale?
I was about to say, who are you and what have you done with Whacker? Samurai C is for coconut. D is for durian.
C is for conniption fit.
E is for eggplant, also hand.
Splayed.
F is for fig.
Storm, last night, never mind, I'll tell you about it later.
G is for guava.
G is for guacamole.
Guacamole is not a it is a food you make out of a fruit or vegetable. It is not a fruit or vegetable itself.
Won't give up.
G is for guacamole.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah, man.
Guacamole.
Whacker bowl? I'm sure he's got plenty of those.
That just reminds me of it's pronounced Parmesan.
Yeah. And?
Oh god. Storm! I just remembered! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Are you
Storm.
ready for this, Storm?
Storm,
Yeah.
buckle up.
Remember, if your chihuahua wasn't born in the Chihuahua region of Mexico, it's just a sparkling rat.
Yeah. I'll give you that one.
Now, Storm. Storm,
Yes.
please go upstairs and inform Papa Storm about that one.
I will. Mr. Gibbs is getting a new nickname. Although I already call him the Puppy Weasel. What's up, Bram Shackle?
Storm, you just peaked your mic something fierce. Are you okay?
Yes, I was saying what's up, Ramshackle, but I just escalated the pitch rapidly.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm asking if you hurt your voice, because that was a lot.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Storm, your microphone has been blanking you out quite a bit. Like, I think it's almost like you swapped microphones with Andy.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me check something here. Let's see. If you get a football-sized dumple, would you eat it? What's a dumple? Do you mean like a dumpling? Because if you mean a dumpling, then hell yeah. Love dumplings.
Oh yeah. After the stream, I'll have to take part in this week's Blood Bowl. I'm doing all right this year, but yeah.
Lord Andronicus.
Oh, yes! How may I help you, Whacker?
Yes.
It might be a setting in Discord then, because Audacity is showing that my voice comes through completely.
Oh, the audacity of it all!
Okay, how do I sound now, Whacker?
Like shit. Oh, you mean like differently? Oh, okay.
Silence, mortal! I
Whacker, you
will.
had one job.
You sound
Punish you.
normal. It's what I'm saying is that whenever you do like excessively loud or like high pitched stuff, it cuts you out. It cuts you off.
Yeah, it probably does. Discord doesn't like that kind of use of bandwidth.
It's not a bandwidth problem.
You're a bandwidth problem.
I mean, his
I
band is
can-
of wide width. UNC Samurai says, who's performing at the Blood Bowl halftime? Type O negative.
Sure.
I need to record my cheerleaders for you guys one day so you see just how beautiful they are.
Yes.
They also make disturbing noises.
And in answer to your question, Ramshackle, then yes, I absolutely would, because it's just a giant dumpling at that point, and I love dumplings.
You are a dumpling!
Andrew.
Ramshackle
Potentially.
salvage, I would not eat a surf and turf sandwich because I'm really particular about sandwiches and generally don't care to mix meats.
I might, if it was provided to me. I wouldn't go seeking it.
Yeah. I wish I did, but I just don't like seafood. I mean, except for like a fried shrimp sandwich, but or po' boy.
You were a good fight.
Andy,
That's
based on everything you've told us, it sounds to me like you've just had like real shitty seafood.
Shit, now I want
And
tuna
you-
sandwiches.
and you're
What have you
kind of-
done?
And you're kind of gun shy because all you've had is like turbo shitty seafood.
You could be right, you know.
I feel fairly confident in that diagnosis, which is all the more reason.
Whacker, I'm sure you feel fairly confident. You do most of the time.
Yeah.
A meatball and tuna
Regardless-
salad sandwich sounds so much worse than describing it as a surf and turf sandwich. That terminology does not apply to that sandwich. That sandwich does not deserve to be called that.
Look, man.
What's the sandwich that like has like 4 different kind of meats on it?
There's a couple different kinds of sandwiches that do that.
I don't think there's
Well,
a-
specifically at Subway.
I mean, there's like the Italian BLT and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a couple. I don't think there's a specific name for the
Well-
type.
If you go get one that's got like 4 different kinds of meat, and say you want quadruple meat.
Why would you do that to that poor server?
Because
I
we're
mean,
trying
in
to
all-
induce madness?
in all
I don't know.
seriousness, it's like an extra 15 seconds of them making the sandwich, and they're probably going to laugh their asses off about it.
Mm,
And remember, if they laugh, you lose. If they laugh, you lose the game.
Yeah, but you have to explicitly like declare that you're playing the game first.
No,
Yeah,
no,
not to them.
no.
Yeah.
Ramshackle says that Subway employee suffered his idiocy and made a meatball and tuna sandwich.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Did not
Okay, I
deserve
see,
to
I
be
see.
called a surf and turf.
Yeah, UNC says, I'm picky about my seafood because I'm close enough to the coast that you can really find good seafood in places that include directions like turn off the paved road.
I mean, so there's an argument that really, in most places, you can find decent seafood. It's just some places you gotta search for it. Like, river fish are a thing, and there are good river fish.
Mm-hmm.
It's just most people associate the ocean with it, but most of the time you're not actually that far from a river. Unless you live like in like Arizona or something, in which case that's unfortunate for you.
Rale, I think you're having another stroke again. You mispronounced Satan's butthole.
Yeah, the state that is a testament to mankind's arrogance.
Nevada? It's Nevada. They have depth now.
Fox makes a
Yeah.
good point. Nevada is just as bad, if not worse.
I mean, any of those states where you know, basically have to deep fry yourself in your car to live.
I think my argument would be if you have to import water, you probably shouldn't be living there.
I'm here.
Flint, Michigan?
Did I stutter?
Yeah, I mean, but
He
it's
didn't
not.
say import good water. He just said import water.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an implication that drinkable water is the meaning here.
Yeah.
Come again.
Carpe Nocturne, I love bacon, but not everything needs bacon.
This is.
Yeah,
this is
I mean, we don't need to put
objectively
bacon
good.
on Whacker's grave. Unless, turns to look at Whacker.
A proud victory.
You're spicy today, Andrew.
I'm waiting for you to say, like, hell yeah, man, put bacon on my casket.
I want to be fucking dead. Don't waste bacon on that. Fucking eat it.
Oh, so you want us to turn you into bacon. I got it.
No, that's not what I.
Diseases!
I do not wish to get a prion disease, please and thank you.
Didn't say eat it, Rale. Jeez Louise.
Then why would you turn it into
what?
bacon?
You don't make bacon you don't intend to eat. What the fuck, Andy?
What are you talking
That's
about? We make
almost
bacon.
more
This is
insulting.
America. We make food we don't intend to eat all the time.
I mean, I can feel the anger in that statement, given
Tell
what
me
you
I'm
think
wrong,
you're living.
fool.
Are you watching, father?
Wow! You chose violence today.
I didn't even understand that one, but judging by Storm's reaction, that was spicy as shit. What the hell, Andy?
So, what he said was something to the effect of, "We make food that we don't intend to eat all the time. This is America, Rale," with all the invective anger of somebody who works in produce.
Ah.
Andy, that was way too real, man.
Carpe Nocturne, thank you for the subscription. UNC Samurai, you do not drive a Prion!
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Prion drives you.
Yes, I hate that you're right. Please stop that. Stop
Zoom,
it.
zoom.
Get some help. Okay, so these guys are going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass to take down, which means it's time to bring out Excalibur. Excalibur, Excalibur. From the United K, I'm looking for heaven. I'm going to California.
Rail.
Like 3 people in chat are gonna get that reference and
Rail,
be
I will
both
pay-
very mad at me, but also be.
I will pay real fucking money if you will shut up.
Whacker, you and I both know you don't have the kind of funding to afford my salary.
Just cause it's a material world and you're a material girl, dude.
And Whacker, don't pay for a good that you know will never be delivered on.
I'm a Darby girl in a Darby world. Got
I know you said
plumber.
Darby. I know you said Darby, but my brain went to Dobby.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
heard.
dude. I'm a Darby girl and a Darby girl. Darby, what are you doing in front of my mirror with my aunt's underwear on? Oh, Darby, sorry. I couldn't help myself. Oh.
Don't you lie. Dobby is not in any way, shape, or
I
form
hate
sorry.
everything I just heard.
But if he already has the guy's mother's underwear, then Dobby is free!
Dobby has been given the panties of freedom.
Lanius Aetherion in chat pretty much got it right. Why did I hear that? Fucking Samurai said what I was thinking and trying to figure out a way to make the joke work. Dobby is a free balling elf.
Not with them panties, he's not!
Would you cast a spell on me? I cast a spell on me!
I hate this conversation.
I don't think Dobby's required to wear clothes he's given. He just usually does so out of respect.
Well, I mean, I feel like if Dobby could, he'd probably wear Balenciaga.
My turn.
Bobby likes the right shade of rouge on his lips.
I wish.
I know.
Can I just like erase the last 3 hours from my mind?
No.
It's only been
'Cause
2
I
hours,
really,
Whacker.
Really.
You can't tell Dobby what to do. Dobby does what Dobby wants to do.
I really, really want to expunge.
That's crispy. Draw Dobby in like black high
Samurai?
heel.
Samurai, no, I'm not repeating that. Bad Samurai. Not like rule breaking, but shame on you. Oh, never mind. Night Owl has spoken, and I trust his judgment more than mine, because my judgment is questionable.
Can confirm.
I can keep going.
Also, Rale, you realize there was an important flaw with that statement you just made about UNC.
What?
In order for him to understand shame, he'd have to understand the concept of dignity.
Also, I just realized Night Owl must be somewhere in the chat, and that means that we have officially short-circuited Night Owl to where he has no words.
Look.
He's been tired.
Angry Night Owl .jpg is official, it is canon, and it is one of my favorite things.
Dobby think this is rich coming from an Ozempic addict.
Andy, when you pull out this lore that you're too familiar with for me.
I want you guys to understand that sometimes I go into my own head for a minute, and I hear what you say, but I'm still busy processing something else. And then I come back, and I realize what I heard.
Right? I know that exact feeling, Storm.
And I come back to Ozempic addict?
Yeah! Welcome to Andy. ShitAndySays.txt, man.
Night Owl has many words, but as a mod, he's supposed to set an example for us. And to be fair, Night Owl, you are a good example, and you are an excellent mod.
Hey, Storm, you're supposed to set an example for us.
Night Owl does
No,
not
I'm
get
not.
anywhere near as much
They
credit
are.
as he deserves for the amount of shit he puts up with from us.
Yeah, Storm, as a warning from history.
Okay, I mean, I guess if that's...
Okay, 11 sword.
And Rale.
Spear. What are you coming at me with? Just an axe? Okay, I can handle that. Let's do this!
A fucking wall.
It won't falter. I had to stop you.
They chose poorly.
In general, the AI only sees target. Engage. Get it? Engage?
Oh.
Horrible day to understand.
La la barina, la la barina.
So we know what monster Andy's fighting right now.
Nah, I just saw that footstep of that. I'm running around like collecting spiderwebs and shit so I can make pit traps.
Valid. Linnaeus Ethereon. I'm setting volume to 0. You know, sometimes I wonder how many people we get who are randomly just Fire Emblem fans who show up to see, oh, hey, someone's playing this, and then they hear us talk, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I just wasn't one of the games. Like, you'd be hard pressed to get me into a new like IP nowadays. Like, the only reason I got into Monster Hunter was I don't know, it actually sold on me pretty well.
I mean, also, like, everybody's playing it.
I didn't really.
Actually, I grew up playing the hell out of the Armored Core games. When Armored Core 6 came out, I bought it and I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna play with a whole bunch of people in Legion. I'm just not gonna be by myself. And I got past the first boss, and I never picked it up again. I just,
Yeah. I mean, I'd argue it's generally kind of a crapshoot of what if the Legion will pick up a specific game.
I actually bought Helldivers 2, and I got past the tutorial, and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought. Actually, no, I didn't. It's hard to keep track of. People have gifted me games, and it's hard to keep track of. But I think somebody gifted me Dark Tide, and I've got maybe a total of like 20 or 30 hours in it, and it's just like it's not really my thing.
There are some games that are just better with people. Actually, I know this is going to sound weird, but I actually really enjoyed the burger flipper game that we were playing.
What the
fast food simulator?
Fast food simulator?
Yeah, I really had
that's
fun
legit
doing that.
good for like bullshit laughs.
I know, and that's what I liked about it. I not overcooked. It's like literally like fast food simulator.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, fast food simulator.
Yeah, it's literally just like haha funny bullshit game.
Yeah,
And it nails what it's trying to do. Like, it's not taking itself seriously. It's not trying to be some bullshit AAA title.
Quintless is asking if you're talking about Overcooked, but no, they said fast food simulator.
No, fast food simulator. And I'm also, every time I think of this, I'm just tickled pink, Andy, that when I bought you that
the supermarket simulator.
Yeah, the supermarket simulator game, trying to, get the rees and
Get a
all that.
rise out of me.
And you actually love it. I mean, both outcomes in my mind were perfectly acceptable, but now that I think about it, the fact that you actually enjoy it makes it that much better.
Here's
Like
the thing: they've come out recently with an update that includes fruit and shit. So
Wait a minute, Andy.
Now he hates the game.
Andy, are you like those truckers who come back home from their trucking job and kick on Trucking Simulator?
let me tell you this, Whacker. If you were like, would you like to play a simulator that's your like what you do at work, but you can actually get up and just start beating your customers to death or something? Start yelling at them.
I would argue that the closest thing
The
that...
moral implications of that with my job would be...
Okay, let me rephrase it. You can openly shout at them, being like, "No, you can't do this! Why are you buying $5 worth of stuff for $15?"
we get it, Andy. It's a catharsis. Okay, it's fine. But I would argue that the closest that, aside from that hack.net game, which I honestly didn't like, but it's because it's probably even closer to real life, was
Wait. Hack.net, the JRPG that came out like
No, not
No.
hack.
Hacknet.
Oh.
Yeah, not that anime bullshit. I know what you're talking about.
I tried to get into that. I don't know. It's weird. It's one of those IPs that for some reason I feel like I'd like to get into, but I just.
It's called Uplink. That's what I'm thinking of. I streamed that once on... The only time I think I've streamed on WBPL was I did Uplink to fill in for somebody, and I did that with Dags and Side-Eye. It's not remotely like actual hacking and shit like that, but it's like the closest analogy I can come up with.
This I just realized the catharsis from my game would not be like yelling at my clients. For my job, the catharsis for my job would be games where I run a civilization and create an actual functional government.
I think that's the same for all for everyone. Not original Rale.
For those who don't know, I work for a government department that is horribly underfunded and understaffed. This is not me making any political statements. This is just the fact about my job.
Yeah.
Who are you fighting, by the way?
I am fighting Camilla's little challenge that she gives us before she'll work for us. So these are all just, they're all fabrications meant to simulate the battle so she can test us.
Okay.
Test me all day long.
God fucking damn it, Whacker.
I think we test you enough as it is.
Yeah, you do actually test my patience and my sanity.
You know, like the picture on your character right now. God damn it! I should get Crispy to give me the scarecrow picture he drew.
Crispy's little temper tantrums are a thing of beauty.
Oh god. I just remember, because of what Quinless said about reading novels where the main character uses beatings and to unstupid and upsmart other characters, just reminded me, you guys know what the best fanfiction of all time is, right? And I'm about to put a smile on every fanfiction fan's face right now. The best fanfiction of all time is I Am Groot.
Is that the one that's written entirely in I am Groot?
Yes.
I am Groot? I am Groot?
Yes, it is.
No idea what you're talking about.
You wouldn't, but some people in chat will get it and have a smile on their face right now and feel seen.
Hi, Andrew.
Will you help me put Rale's lower lip in a paper shredder?
Oh, Jesus!
The actual fuck, Andy! Bruh!
You
You'll get out of it.
What the what the
You know, I'm actually quite happy with the amount of times I have made Whacker just
God
break
damn
down
it, Andrew!
last few weeks.
Where the fuck does this come from?
I'm actually scared.
Jesus Christ!
I'm actually scared I'm gonna have Whacker have a heart attack. I feel like I have to cool it off.
God damn it, Andrew!
Aloysius would like to remind us that his lips aren't in fact made of paper.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. Have you seen how dry and crinkly they are?
Oh.
Ow, my pride.
I was gonna say, Rale, you okay? I hope it didn't like goes too far. You haven't made like a smart aleck remark.
I didn't. It's not that hurt. I don't have a response for that. The fuck?
Oh God! Is there a volcano erupting somewhere? Wow, that's a class name, Fellchild. What class are you? I'm a Fellchild.
Slight setback.
Yes.
A whack attack.
Or
That was to be worse.
Yeah.
Andrew's talking again.
And we will never hear the end of it. You did this, Whacker. You brought this upon us.
No.
Oh, also, Aloe, did you enjoy the rest of your stream after I had to go to bed last night?
His. Oh.
Whacker almost had to use his life alert. Ah!
I don't know.
Hey man, I'm falling. I can't get up. Shit, man.
Andrew, your insightful comments are most welcome and enjoyable.
You think I have insight?
No, eventually she just knocks him full down to where I can walk all the way through. Neat.
Hello, Aloe.
Oh no.
Okay, now I can see chat.
Storm Song. Look what Digiman wrote.
Digital man.
Okay, Digiman. I'm...
Huh.
One moment. Let me ask my resident expert. Hey, honey.
What?
Have you read a Dresden Files My Little Pony fanfiction where Dresden gets lost in the Never Never and finds Equestria?
I think I hate it.
Her response was she thinks she hates it. She is not a fan of My Little Pony.
One of the largest fanfics out there is My Little Pony Grimdark shit.
Mostly because she does not like My Little Pony fanfiction because one of the largest largest fanfictions in general is My Little Pony Grimdark stuff, and both of us generally do not care for Grimdark.
Yeah, that's a weird subsection of the fandom that confuses me.
Yeah. Especially with My Little Pony. I don't like the whole trope of having to take something that's, like, bright and hopeful and making that grimdark. Like
I get it with, say, like, Fallout Equestria, because there's a certain humor in that.
yeah, because Fallout's not really grimdark. It's tongue-in-cheek apocalypse.
Yeah, but then something like, I don't know. Like the cupcakes stuff, like that stuff never made any sense to me.
My Little Pony Phantasmagoria.
Yes.
I think some people might like the juxtaposition. Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Whacker.
Also, Aloe, I do not blame you for dumping Greatsword for Swag-X. Swag-X is great. Greatsword is neat in Wilds because it has access to both the power clashes and the offset attacks. The fact that they gave the Greatsword a perfect guard is hilarious to me.
Also, Storm, we figured out who the crazy ass is who was like level 3000 in Monster Hunter within the first day.
Also, yeah, no, Digiman, like, Dresden Files' My Little Pony sounds like it could work. Like, that's not something that's immediately offensive to me. I was just explaining why Fox was immediately like, because she just doesn't care for My Little Pony fanfiction. Like, I don't like reading My Hero Academia fanfiction, specifically because too many goddamn people make Deku's dad all for one.
And I mean, that was a pretty strong fan theory for a while, but yeah, I can see that getting overplayed.
It's so overplayed, and it's not a fan theory I care for. Not every protagonist needs to secretly be the child of the bad guy.
So, only Storm is allowed to answer this. And Storm, you are required to give me a very short answer because I do not wish to be cursed with additional knowledge. What the fuck is Grimdark?
Grimdark... Okay.
No.
Let me honor the question he is asking.
Honor the question, and then we're going to shame him.
Okay, so the term Grimdark is coined in the early 90s by Warhammer 40k with the opening line, "It is the 41st millennium. There is only war. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, blah, blah, blah." The term then became coined to refer to settings that are particularly unbelievably dark with the intention of, like, this is not supposed to be a happy setting. So Grimdark would be, from the anime perspective, let's say, Berserk. From a game's perspective, Warhammer, especially Warhammer 40k. You would probably say that...
I mean, there's a lot of shit that could fall into that. I mean, I know what... Now that you use that term, I know what it is. I've just never heard the term Grimdark before.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How?
In this community?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. How are you in this community?
I don't fucking know.
I've never heard the... I'm not, like, insulted by you, Wacker. I'm just baffled of how. Grimdark, indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, Grimdark is that sort of... It later got expanded on with people referring to fantasy in 4 quadrants, essentially, and this is oversimplifying, but, like, there's Grimdark, Noble Dark...
Yeah. They're trying to,
Grimbright,
like,
Noble Bright.
genre the shit out of whatever it is because I want to be a special snowflake. I get it.
Yeah, so... Yeah, the whole shtick, then, is that it kind of refers to also that time period when everything in fantasy and comic books got really just, like, ridiculously dark, like it did during, like, the 90s.
Yeah, I was going to say the 90s was...
It's... My problem with Grimdark is that it tends to fall into the category of writing of everyone is a dick for no reason and nobody can be nice to each other for any reason.
Yeah. So, like, Grimdark would, for example, be... If the rest of, Marvel was,
I get
standard.
it. I get it now. I know exactly what it is. I've just never heard that phrase before, and I guess I'm also a little bit surprised.
So, Quinless, Grimbright is going to refer to settings where things are so good that things are beginning to decay. Or, like, people are living in paradise and it's ruining them.
Yeah, like My Little Pony.
No.
Yeah.
I think the best example I could think about that was I think it was Futurama episode where a guy's like, "Oh, a casino where I never lose, how wonderful!" And then after like a few years, he's like, "A casino where I never lose, how terrible!"
Yeah. Then to answer, I think a good example would be Brave New World. Very odd and creepy book.
Yeah. And to continue on with my why I dislike Grimdark is because a lot of people will write Grimdark and then say that it's realistic. Which, in a lot of ways, it's not.
Well, now that I know what the hell everybody's talking about with this particular term, that I mean, I know what this is. I just again have never heard the term that I can think of. It's just
have a beautiful time.
Overdone. It's like we're using this to trauma dump with, but you know, I guess that's all that need to be said. Like people are just trauma dumping the funk out of whatever it is, and it turns into some kind of grimdark.
Yeah. Well, and then it also suffers from the problem of sometimes something's grimdark and it's fine that it is because that's what it is. Like Berserk is meant to be that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't become self-parodious, whereas then something like Game of Thrones started out, you know, oh yeah, everyone can die, this is, you know, dark medieval stuff, cool. And then it started just self-troping itself, where it was like, now we're going to kill off characters not because it's realistic, but because it's shocking.
Yeah. They're going for surprise and shock value. Also, Game of Thrones is just discount War of the Roses, but...
Well, it's something that had so much potential, and for a while it was really, really, really good.
And then
So Blackfire Gaming makes a good point. Good Grimdark needs humor to hit properly. And a lot of people leave out the humor and just do the dark and terrible.
Depends on what you're going for.
No, because I mean, the prime example of this is Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k is at its best when it's embracing the silliness of its setting, rather than trying to be all serious all the time. This is why stuff like Emperor's text-to-speech device is like the peak of the setting.
I think 40k was originally supposed to be more silly and gritty at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like you got a space marine and their chainsaw swords and the space orcs and
it was
space elves.
It was also sort of playing off of the humor of you're playing a war game, and war games inherently, you know, you're not dealing with human beings, you're dealing with little pieces of plastic. But then you stop and think for a moment, like, what if you were saying the things you were doing, or you were, you know, what's the word I was looking for? You know, what if you thought of these things as actually human? Then it becomes sort of horrifying, so you find a humor in the horror there by just seeing how over the top it becomes.
Your face is over the top.
Equip Thoron.
Yeah.
It's real funny because if I can see 3 friggin' sages here with the top level magics, I'm gonna just be like, okay, Ivy, go sit here because none of them are a threat to you.
Yeah. Then, yeah, I would say, like, the original Grimdark thing, like, obviously the term Grimdark came from Warhammer 40k. I would say is a lot of Michael Moorcock's writing, stuff like Elric Melniboné and The Eternal Champion, where it was, in that case, it was exploring a character who was suffering from addiction. So it sort of had a purpose unto itself. But once you read enough of it, you start to realize then what Wacker said is pretty much true. The guy was trauma dumping as a novel.
Yeah. Oh god, that reminds me of the, what is it, animated spell book. It's like, this is an RPG designed by a failed novelist who has tricked you into reading his microfiction. You will find that I do not have to make an entire roll for the rest of the session.
Wait, repeat that?
They're playing a like indie RPG he found, and one of his friends makes a character who, because of his choices, will not have to make an actual roll because he's auto going to succeed no matter what the DM throws at him for the entire session. And he's like, that's because we're not playing an RPG. This RPG was designed by a failed novelist who has tricked you into playing his microfiction.
And what is this again?
Animated Spellbook. Have you guys seriously never seen Animated Spellbook?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Oh, go check
I've
out
seen
Animated
it.
Spellbook on YouTube, I guess. It's a fun time. Like, I'm not trying to shill, it's just I enjoy the jokes that he makes.
Let's see.
He does funny little flash animations.
Pretty much.
And
UNC Samurai says it was very much a product of 70s and 80s Britain culture, think like punk movement and so forth, which explains some of the early artwork for 40K. GW saw the opportunity.
I mean, I will always cherish the fucking 80s hair metal Battletech shit that's out there.
Yeah. Well, in answer to Blackfire Gaming's thing, like, yeah, Grimdark necessarily needs humor, not because it necessarily needs to be a comedy or a parody, but because that is how humans cope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, let me rephrase in response to what Rale and I were bickering about earlier. Yes, Grimdark does need humor. That is like the coming up for air periodically in those situations when everything is shit. But it's not a like Grimdark is not comedy.
Yeah.
But some humor as a form of like, breaking the the nonstop, everything is shit forever thing. Yeah, that's what you use humor for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary though, because there's other ways you can do it.
Yeah, but you have to have some mechanic to come up for air, and a lot of people who write Grimdark don't really process that, and so it's just all bad all the time. It's
Hence my comment about trauma dumping.
Yeah. So yeah, the what's the word I'm looking for? Which is kind of why I'm more preferential to what has been dubbed Noble Dark, though again, like most categories, it's fairly made up. But like, I'll use 300 for an example. 300, they all die at the end. There was no winning that fight. That was a reality they accepted, and you might call that dark, but the story still ultimately is about hope, because it then inspires the rest of the Greeks to keep fighting and to prevent Persia from taking over Greece. So even though they all die at the end horribly, there is still nobility in what they just did. And like a lot of times Grimdark discounts the nobility, so like that's another way of coming up for air. Like,
yeah, you gotta have the hope spot.
Yeah, like that's why, like, in a more serious 40K story, one of my favorites was The Ancient Awaits, where it's just Rylanor being an absolute badass for, X many pages. And it's not just, it's all hopeless and useless. It's like, no, I'm going to do this because fuck you, I'm loyal.
I would argue that that's what they tried to do with Game of Thrones. Like, they tried to find nobility, and like that was how they tried to,
Depends on the character.
Game of Thrones there wasn't a lot of comedy and shit in Game of Thrones. Like, I mean, there was a little bit here and there that I can think of, but
I mean, to be fair, I do not have a very bright opinion of Game of Thrones.
Well, after what they fucking did to it.
I'm talking about the books. I specifically don't care for the books. I actually kind of enjoy the show.
I haven't read the books, and I'm honestly not going to.
I'd say the first 3 were worth it, but it's kind of soured on me now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's... Okay, so I'm going to trigger some people talking about Tolkien stuff, so prepare to be triggered, or tune out or mute me now if you want to, whoever. I don't like Tolkien's writing. I don't like the whole like subtlety, rumor, shadow, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I love the films, like the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy, but Tolkien's writing is I can't do it. I just can't do it. I've tried multiple times in my life to come back to that and redo it, and I just can't.
Well, it's funny because his own editor described him as one of the world's greatest writers and one of the most terrible novelists ever.
I just can't. I can't do like the whole rumor and shadow and blah 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 euphemisms for, whatever the hell. It's like, I mean, I get it. It's a certain very stylistic form of writing. And I deeply appreciate what he did and what he, what his legacy is for, sci-fi and high fantasy and all that stuff. I deeply, truly appreciate that. But his style of writing is just not something I can.
Yeah, and that's not insulting to me. Like, not everybody likes certain styles of writing. Like, my big problem with the Game of Thrones is that I find the writing to be tedious to read.
Well, I haven't read it, so I can't say anything.
I've talked about this before. I love the setting of Game of Thrones. I think it's such an interesting world, but I hate the story he's telling with it, because to me it's just, like I said, discount War of the Roses in a setting that has so many more interesting things you could tell a story about. And yeah, a lot of that is always going to be taste.
Yeah, and I understand that the books are where all this started and stuff, but again, full disclosure, I'm not going to read the books. And as far as Game of Thrones goes, I watched the full series, and am still honked off about what the fucking directors/writers did to it for the last 2 seasons. I mean, there's a reason nobody talks about it anymore, right?
I mean, they could have recovered from the second to last season, but definitely the last season where they...
the last season was hot fucking garbage. Like, I can tolerate season 7, but season 8 is just absolute flaming dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to jettison that shit so they could go on to Star Wars, and it was beyond obvious.
I mean, also someone predicted our plot on Reddit, so now we've got to change everything in a way that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, if somebody predicts your plot, just move on. You're never going to surprise everyone.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, your plot being predictable is not a problem. That means your plot makes sense and follows through properly. That's a good thing.
I mean, my general impression of, like, media being transcribed into movie or show series and stuff like that is that basically directors need to be put on a really short fucking leash. I mean,
I disagree with that in a lot of cases.
But, okay, counterpoint, and I will end the entire conversation with it. You ready, Rale?
Yeah.
Witcher 3. Witcher.
You'll have to explain that one.
Yeah, no, I never watched the Witcher show, so I can't.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. All right. So
I don't have Netflix, motherfucker.
Anyway, so Rale, your exposure is a combination of what you watched.
My exposure to The Witcher is playing a large chunk of The Witcher 3 and also deep diving into the TV tropes page.
Yes. And also what we played online together, which was, there was a lot of good dialogue and conversation about that. Storm, I think you watched somebody play it, and you also watched me play it, yes?
Yeah, and I was actually about to start playing through it myself.
Okay.
One day we'll get you to actually play that again, Whacker.
So,
cough, cough.
Another disclosure. I have not read, I forget how to pronounce his name. It's like...
You've not read the books.
Yeah, I've not read the books. But the adaptation of at least Witcher 3 is fairly faithful to is substantially faithful to the books and the story, and they made an effort as far as they could to accurately adapt the the book novel original story into a game format, and they largely succeeded. And Andre has been on record stating that he is very proud of that game and what they did with it. I mean, there's a reason that it's now taken its place as one of the best games of all time. It's really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
But the the Netflix series with Henry Cavill and all that stuff, they started out fairly strong, but then the director, I don't know what her name is, decided she wanted to put her own quote creative touch on this.
Yeah.
And is universally reviled now for what she did to that particular series.
Yeah, that's because that's not adaptation. Adaptation, proper adaptation is like what was done with the first 3 Lord of the Rings movies. God, yes.
Yeah, that was a yes.
And there's a lot of stuff that they changed. They completely cut out Tom Bombadil, and much of the fan base was up in arms over them completely cutting out Tom Bombadil. But those films are still fucking amazing.
Right, but there's also the question of you're transcribing certain a kind of media to another media, and there are limitations with each, right?
Yeah. Adaptation is a skill set that not a lot of filmmakers actually have.
Well, or they, and this is kind of where I was going with this. There's a perception that I somewhat share, which is too many filmmakers want to quote do their own thing or put their own mark on something, and we end up with the Witcher series, which is somebody got to be in their bonnet and decided they wanted to make their own mark and kind of quote fix or address some of the shortcomings of a particular
I am very upset because they made our mods not be absolutely massive. In the Fire Emblem game where our mods is from, the axe is bigger than Hector is. And Hector is a big fucking dude. So the fact that it's not absolutely oversized bullcrap makes me a little sad.
Look, man.
All I wanted was Tiny Lady with Giant Axe. Why did I not get Tiny Lady with Giant Axe?
Because you can't have nice things all the time, man. Is Andy still here?
Maybe.
I'm here.
Alright, real quick,
I was just standing by while you were digging your own grave.
I hate to do this close to end of stream, but I do need to run to the bathroom, or else I am gonna cry like a little girl.
Hurry
I'll be right back.
God!
Yeah. There was this rhyme, and I heard it when I was young, and it always stuck with me. It goes, Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, but when they ate together, they'd make the tablet clean. And what I got from that story is we all have different tastes and needs, but when we work together, we get the job done.
You and your wholesome story.
Yeah. Now, I'm refraining from saying what I wanted.
Andrew!
I was going to say, now go piss on yourself.
Digiman says it feels like a mistake to say Tom Bombadil and not our Legion equivalent.
Yeah, I feel like he's right about that.
Also, now that I'm back, I want to point out today has been another prime example of Rale streams. Start with the cringe shit posts, end with actual insightful conversations about media.
So there's a little bit of gaming going on in the background here.
That too. I mean, to be fair, Fire Emblem is a relatively passive game. I'm making tactical decisions, and I can only talk about that so much before you know what I'm about kicks in.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread, which is probably what I'm going to play next, is going to be much more engaging because I'm actively going to be screaming and running and crying.
I mean, yeah. Also, UNC, I agree that Witcher Season 2 wasn't a complete dumpster fire, but it was definitely on the downward slide. I mean, if there are problems with the books, I wouldn't know, because again, I haven't read the books, but you know, enough of what I've seen firsthand and read and consumed media through other means, what that gal did with the Witcher series is pretty deplorable. Like, if you're tasked with transcribing a certain thing to a different media format, like a book to a show, right? Like you said, Rale, Lord of the Rings is the master class in it, right? Like, that's how you do it. You know, they were faithful to the material.
Yeah. Remember, you need to be faithful to the spirit of the material.
Yeah, well, the spirit, and I would also argue the material itself.
Well, there's a lot of adaptions where they fall through because they're faithful to the letter of the material, and it just does not work as a movie or as a show.
And
yes. As Fox pointed out in the background, if you heard that, the Aragon movie.
I actually never saw that.
Also, the Percy Jackson movies.
Haven't you read that?
Oh, is she not going to decide to pick throw hands? Dragon Lady not to do it? Okay.
I had a personal vendetta against the Aragon books, but that's more or less in the past. So I saw the movie and was like,
Krabby Storm Song?
Sorry, what?
Krabby Storm Song?
So the problem for me with Aragon is it, at least in the first book from what I could tell, is like almost note for note Star Wars. And not just like, oh, it's the hero's journey. It's like, no, it's note for note. Like, to like ancient warrior from like a semi-religious order with special powers takes young hero in after Uncle's farm is burned and Uncle is killed because he found some strange thing he wasn't supposed to find, and the Empire wants him dead now.
So I mean, the broad strokes.
And he joins the rebellion. It's more than the broad strokes. Our main characters.
It is not just.
Our main characters are a princess, a rogue, and a young learning to be magical knight.
Yeah, but that's still broad strokes.
Down to basically Uncle Owen getting killed because he found the thing that the Empire doesn't want him to have. Those are a lot of very specific story beats.
I feel like that's not a super uncommon trope of the parent died because they found the parental figure died.
No, it's not an uncommon trope, but it's the exact arrangement of the tropes. You can use, a C sharp down to a B or to a B flat.
Silicon Soul in the background pointed out Star Wars is just a take on Chris Kurosawa films,
and that's very legit. I'm not saying Star Wars is original here. I'm saying that the very specific arrangement of Star Wars' plot plays out pretty much identically in the first Aragon book.
Like, the overall arrangement, yes, I'm not arguing that, but I think some of the more fine details are a little bit different.
Fine details, yeah. I'm talking about, though, the bounce for bounce of it.
Yeah. But they do. There is a whole bit of them going to another town isn't really a thing in Star Wars. The whole dock town where they meet Angela is very much its own thing. In fact, actually, also the first time Aragon uses magic is also a different. Like, yes, definitely, like the overarching flow of the plot of they get pulled into an enemy base. The mentor character dies in the enemy base, facing the right hand to the evil empire, and then they save the princess, and they go to the rebel base, and they defend against an attack by the evil empire. Yeah, but those aren't bad story points to pull, and I think it does enough with its own material to still be good.
And maybe it does. I'm just saying that was my gripe with it when I was younger.
Yeah. Also, it was written by someone who was, about my age when I read the books for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Paolini might actually be younger than me. Let me check.
I believe he was my age when he wrote those. Not my age now. Like, I would think we were the same age. So I was 16 or something like that?
Never mind. He's 41 now. He's a bit older. He was born in 1983.
Yeah. Children in here.
Oh, shut the hell up, Whacker. Old man. Talking that old manish. They're like, when I was your age, I used to be the shit.
I don't like certain things.
Yeah.
It's not certain things. You don't like many
Almost
things.
like I, have opinions.
Tell them if they can guess that.
Oh.
I will mail them.
Also, if anybody can guess what... Fox says if anybody can guess what song I took that line from, she will send you cookies.
What was the line?
Talking that old manish list, like, when I was young, I coulda, woulda, used to be the shit. I can feel Stormsong rapidly going through his lyric searcher because he's had Fox's cooking before. It's like, cookies, cookies, cookies.
No, I'm just genuinely trying to... Because I've heard those lyrics before, but I can't put them to a name. Fine, I'm just going to look it up because it bothers me.
Ace.
Well, comes up in multiple places, actually. So what are you referencing?
It's a song called Inside Out. By Clipping. It is a good song. It's a very enjoyable song. I don't have anything else that can hit him, do I? Unfortunate. Well, make sure they can only attack one person and that they'll die trying. Also, poor load. Part of their mouse broke off. Unfortunate.
Oh man, look at my life.
Also, Blackfire Gaming, born in 83 means they're 41, which is roughly halfway through the standard human lifespan. So yes, that is old now.
And shit.
I remember.
Andrew.
I saw this picture of like a guy, somebody playing in like 2073, and he's like, "How do I switch my weapon again?" And some kid online says, "Press Alt F4," and he says, "Don't speak the deep magics to me, boy. I was there when they were written."
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still trying to find the any key.
We know, Andrew. We know.
I really
Whacker, have you ever gotten in touch with that Nigerian prince that promised you an assload of money?
Oh.
all in a day's work.
Andrew.
Alright, it's about that time to wrap up. We're not going to be finishing this fight. So, anything to say before we go, guys? Also, Load, I let that child have an axe. I don't remember the number of the quote, but there's a specific quote about me recruiting children for the war effort.
Low,
I mean, there you are.
Alexander conquered the known world at like 16, so shut your mouth.
Fair. Also, she's an active merchant who does business on the side, and then, you know, also helps me throw hands.
I could feel Storm's eye twitching as soon as Andy uttered that.
Not twitching. I was about to well actually, and then I stopped to realize no, he's just talking broad stroke for humor. I will not do it.
What's that? You got something to say, Storm?
Alright.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, no, he was more like in his mid-20s when he conquered all the world.
Anywho, for realsies, Storm, do you have something to say? It's the end of the stream.
You all have yourselves a good day, be good to each other, and be safe. Especially be safe. And don't drink the water if it tastes funny.
Shit.
Andy?
Andrew.
Hi.
Okay, then. Whacker, do you have anything to say before we go?
God damn it. Yeah, where's my applesauce?
I got some in a can.
No.
Hey.
I'll mail it to you.
So with our recent conversations, I'm going to quote something Tex said in one of his recent videos, or at least paraphrase it, of, don't get jaded with the media you consume. Watch the text video if you want more details than that. Otherwise, stay safe and have a beautiful time, everybody.
Bye.
Right. Bye!